SABC News Prime Time. Pretoria has moved to allay fears of terrorism threats. In a statement, the Ministry of State Security says that like any other country, South Africa is vulnerable, but there are mitigating mechanisms. A counter-terrorism strategy guides all interventions. The ministry, headed by David Mahlobo, says that it works closely with SADC, AU security and intelligence structures, as well as the BRICS National Security Advisors Forum. The statement follows, amongst other things, the recent Paris attacks, activities of the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria, and ongoing attacks by Boko Haram in Nigeria. Meanwhile, Chad is sending military equipment to neighbouring Cameroon to support its fight against Boko Haram. A first contingency of soldiers will leave on Saturday. The Chadian parliament unanimously approved the dispatch of troops to Cameroon earlier today.
Nigeria has borne the brunt of terrorism. Boko Haram has killed thousands, kidnapped hundreds, including 200 schoolgirls from Chibok. Most of the Boko Haram attacks passed without reactions from African leaders. The recent attacks in Baga have been described by international human rights group Amnesty International as catastrophic, the largest and the most destructive yet.
The reality is that Boko Haram forces attack against civilians and villages in the northeast has been ongoing for the last couple of months. It has scaled up in intensity and attacks, and we've seen consistent patterns where government forces seems to be unable to protect civilians against these attacks.
The silence and inaction from Africa and the international community has ilked Kenyans. Its countrymen know firsthand the pain of losing loved ones to terrorism. More than 500 civilians and 300 security officers have been killed by Al-Qaeda-linked militants, the Al-Shabaab, since Kenya sent troops to Somalia. And so, when African leaders meet in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia next week for the African Union Summit, they want the fight against terrorism to top their agenda.
I think the issue of Nigeria is almost going out of proportions, and I think it should be addressed as an African, even international issue, because it is going out of proportions.
I would like them to come up with a unified solution, because terrorism is terrorism, and no single nation can fight it single-handedly.
They should look at the reason. What is causing terrorism? Is it because some of our youth are so disenfranchised, they are so easily swayed to go and be recruited into these terrorist kind of groups because they want to get a form of livelihood.
They want the leaders to do more to secure the continent from militant groups and to protect its young population from radicalization. Sarah Kimani, SABC News, Kenya.